Vikings. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And I'll tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Intercepted. And the Vikings will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. At their own 44-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll send their tight end left. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Landon Dickerson, guilty on that one. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive.
Big opening up the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma. Room up the sideline at the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He's going to take a shot down the field. Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. Give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Going up top. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
This is going to be caught for a touchdown, but there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Vikings move out to a commanding 28-0 1st half lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Bears first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. What can they do here on third down and 7? Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A run now on second down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. No gain on the play. And it brings up. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Throw on the run is complete. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings them down at the 5. It's fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over.
Here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, it's Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field.
And he's got another one. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. 2nd down and 8. Now a give up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On the handoff, it's White running right. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with White. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The ball carrier number 4. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Vikings will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's White. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to White. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A handoff here, up the middle. He's going to have a Vikings first down. They wind up gaining 8 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground is White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with White. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll give on the ground, and he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. This one complete right side. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another first down. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. The drive will start on the ground.
The ball carried by number 2. It's a negative 3.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Open man, that's Odunze. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. That's to Odunze again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He sent the screen to the receiver, Wilson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Pick up the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for...
And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around. This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off.
The ball carrier on number 4. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down and 3. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Here's second and 3 to go. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. Finally, they bring him down behind the line.
Back at the 29-yard line.
On third down, we'll try to get it on the ground.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down.
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.